Greetings from the Moonumbo channel, this is Matt. Even though the XRP ledger was actually developed more than 10 years ago for this use case, the Wyoming Stable Token Commission has refused to consider it as a blockchain on which to launch its token, as I detailed in a video I posted yesterday. And that's in spite of the fact that XRP has legal certainty, which ought to further demonstrate its value. And that's in spite of the fact that it has one of the best records in the history of cryptocurrency in terms of more than just staying power. It is staying power, of course. The fact that it has been more than 10 years ought to be significant. Additionally, it is widely adopted. Today, I will present yet more piece of evidence that demonstrates that the decision to exclude the XRP ledger from consideration was based on further lies and bias. As I'll mention a little later in the video, this is all taking place at the same time that XRP is being adopted by a ton of other platforms. However, we are aware of the man's identity, and I will reveal it to you. Even if XRP and the XRP ledger should be taken into consideration, it should be a fantastic contender. I'm going to show you the person who made the decision to do otherwise. However, I do want to be clear before continuing. I don't have any form of financial experience. I'm not a financial counselor. Furthermore, nothing I say should influence you to buy or sell anything. Okay. I'm merely a hobbyist who likes to create YouTube videos about cryptocurrency-related subjects for enjoyment. The headline from a few days ago is shown here. In WST Saka Saga, XRP loses a huge amount of potential liquidity at $140 billion. Naturally, that would be the stable token for Wyoming, because this was definitely something that could have been done with the XRP ledger. Therefore, it's not a little issue. Potential worth $140 billion. This is the reason it matters to individual XRP holders like you and me people. The reason for this is that, if you look at the most recent cycle, the total value locked is a leading indicator of whether or not a coin will reach a new all-time high. Any issued asset or anything tokenized on a blockchain might be included in the total value locked, which undoubtedly includes stable coins being released. However, the more of that you have, the more probable it is that the native coin linked to that blockchain will reach a new high. Naturally, XRP is the native token of the XRP ledger in this instance. As a result, this is negative for XRP in particular, which is bad for you and me. Furthermore, bias is obviously at work here. Right now, that's very much a given. Here, too, the numbers are substantial. They're a little disorienting. According to the headline, this is the most recent crypto basic story. The founder of Cardano mocks the head of the Wyoming Token Commission for excluding XRP and Cardano. And the man being mentioned here is this one. The official Wyoming Stable Token Commission is the source of this. Anthony Apollo is his name. That's me, right there on the right side of your screen. The following is how this piece reads. Executive Director Anthony Apollo of the Wyoming Token Commission has come under fire from Cardano inventor Charles Hoskinson for neglecting Cardano and XRP in the stablecoin initiative. For background, the government revealed 9 networks where Wyoming would issue the renowned state-backed and sweet cryptocurrency. Hoskinson has been outspoken about recent developments in the Wyoming stablecoin project. That's especially intriguing, and I brought it up yesterday. Although there are many functional overlaps, Stellar is essentially a clone of the XRP ledger. Of course, it has undergone modifications since then, but it still has the ability to perform some tasks that the XRP ledger cannot. Hurry up. There's no justification there. Therefore, you can't justify. Particularly because Ripple is essentially introducing their own stable coin on the XRP ledger. Clearly it works, of course, but the piece endures. The project's exclusion of Cardano, Bitcoin, and XRP as networks that may support the stablecoin, however, was a huge shock. Hoskinson, who has frequently claimed prejudice, was not pleased with the result. Hoskinson mocked Anthony Apollo, the head of the Wyoming Token Commission, for the omission in a tweet today. He retweeted a tweet from a Cardano devotee who claimed that the executive director chose Ethereum because he is well-versed in the network, but ignored Cardano and XRP. According to the founder of Cardano, he gained his knowledge throughout his time with Consensus, one of the Ethereum network's main developers. Apollo's inclusion of Ethereum and rejection of Cardano, he suggested, was prejudiced. Yes, indeed. Naturally, he came from the Consensus echo chamber, where everything is constantly about Ethereum. He was raised in that echo chamber. Therefore, it goes without saying that they will destroy everything else, including Cardano and the XRP ledger. Indeed, they do. 100%, because I don't want to reiterate anything I said in my video yesterday where I provided instances. I'll just bring that up. But it's obviously true. Yes, that is true. It is therefore not surprising that Cardano, particularly considering Charles Hoskinson, is a co-founder of Ethereum, mind you. He proceeded to defound Cardano after that. Is that what you think they like? All I'm saying is that this is blatantly biased. Consequently, a video clip is produced. I'll share the transcription with you. The video clip, which I'll share with you shortly, is from the Wyoming Joint Appropriations Committee hearing on December 13th. Apollo implied that Cardano was centralized at that point. Yes, insinuated is a mild way to put it. He stated quite simply that a business is in charge. However, the video is now shown on your screen, and since I transcribed it, allow me to read it to you. This is going to get really brief. However, Anthony Apollo stated this. This individual made the decision that neither Cardano nor the XRP ledger should be taken into account. Here is the quote. Blockchains are generally decentralized, to be clear. One of them, called Cardano, is headquartered in Wyoming. The firm that operates it is named Input Output Global. This is due to the fact that there is absolutely no valid reason why the XRP ledger should not be taken into account. Absolutely no valid reason. Charles Hoskinson is therefore correct to criticize them. Here is what he wrote after sharing that clip. Charles Hoskinson is now here. It was he who decided to leave out Cardano, XRP, ICP, Bitcoin, Hashgraph, and so on. However, he did mention Ethereum. Considering that his previous company was Consensus, he is well versed in it. It's a little fishy here, but you can make the connection, people. This isn't just speculative. This has nothing to do with a conspiracy. We are aware of the history. We are aware that just 2 days ago, he was caught on camera flat out lying about Cardano. Let me rest here. You don't think that his stance on XRP and the XRP ledger isn't as absurd and irrational? Okay. I assume that he does, of course, since the XRP ledger would have been a part of this fucking thing otherwise. This is utterly absurd. This brings us to another individual who I believe may have XRP derangement syndrome. That's my conjecture, and it has a tangible effect on coin owners like you and me. That's the result in this case. Additionally, as Crafts has been tokenized on the XRP ledger for more than 10 years, this occurs while Ripple is in the process of introducing their own stable coin on the XRP ledger. That ought to have some significance. Just for the sake of being relevant, have a peek at Tether here. This is the headline. Although I won't read the article, this Cointelegraph item is noteworthy. In Europe, Coinbase is getting ready to delist Tether's USDT stablecoin. At this point, Ripple is entering the scene. Yes, let's suppose there is space for more competitors. With a varied war chest in terms of funds, you can enter the market for Ripple at this time because it is still very young. Furthermore, it will be extremely challenging to replace the Ripple stablecoin by the time the asset class is established. We saw it play out, but I'm really hopeful that they'll find long-term support through the launch of RLUSD, which is great for XRP holders because XRP is literally necessary for it to exist on the XRP ledger and for each and every transaction on the ledger. Because that is how it is coded. It operates that way. However, because it isn't in compliance with regulations, they are delisting here in Europe. Additionally, this is, you may recall, the events of the previous year. If you want to call it that, Brad Garlinghouse got into some trouble here when he said, hey, Tether's under investigation here in the United States. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised because Tether is opaque, even if they aren't engaging in any dubious activities or running a real Ponzi scheme. Furthermore, there is no proof that they actually are. I'm not saying that, of course. Then why wouldn't you just be open and honest? Because there are then those who are asking questions. Why are you not being open and honest?